Think you need a huge blog to build your authority online? Think again. What if I told you there's a platform where your content can rank on Google in days, not months, even if you're just starting out? While everyone is fighting to be seen on social media, the smartest solopreneurs are using LinkedIn to get their content in front of hundreds, if not thousands, of their ideal clients. So I'm about to show you exactly how to leverage LinkedIn's massive SEO advantage to get visible fast, and why it might be better than your blog. Hey, I'm Doree, a professional content strategist, and I've been working in these content streets since, before any social media ever existed.
In this video, I'll explain LinkedIn's SEO advantages for solopreneurs, show you exactly how to repurpose your blog content for LinkedIn, and share the specific strategies that boost engagement on the platform.
Let's do this. Let's start with LinkedIn's SEO advantages for solopreneurs. If you're a solopreneur with a relatively new website, or you haven't published any blogs in a while, or at all, you're facing an uphill battle when it comes to search engine visibility. Why? Your domain simply doesn't have the authority that established websites do, so even your best content can go unseen for months. And this is where LinkedIn offers a powerful alternative. LinkedIn is a massive social media platform with extremely high domain authority. So when you publish content there, you're essentially borrowing that authority. This means your articles can get indexed by Google much faster and often rank well in search results, sometimes outranking content on newer, less authoritative blogs like yours. So publishing your content on LinkedIn is like having a shortcut to visibility while your website builds strength over time. We'll walk through this in a bit. LinkedIn articles rank faster than new blogs. The ranking speed advantage that LinkedIn gives you cannot be overstated. When you publish your brand new blog, it can take weeks or months before Google starts to take that content seriously. Many solopreneurs get discouraged during this waiting period, and some even give up before their content has a chance to gain traction. But when you publish on LinkedIn, your content can appear in Google searches within days of publishing. This immediate visibility can give you valuable feedback on which topics resonate with your audience. Think of LinkedIn articles as a testing ground. Identify which topics get the most engagement and search visibility, then develop more comprehensive versions for your website once you know they'll perform well. And believe me, there's a way to do this if you've already written content and you want to repurpose it into LinkedIn. We'll get to that. How the LinkedIn algorithm helps individual creators and solopreneurs. LinkedIn isn't like other social media platforms. It's specifically designed to encourage thought leadership and professional content to network among business professionals and start conversations. The LinkedIn algorithm favors native content, meaning content that lives on its platform rather than linking out to other websites, including articles, especially from individuals rather than brands. And that gives us a distinct advantage. When your connections and followers engage with your LinkedIn article through likes, comments, and shares, it signals to the algorithm that your content is valuable. This can increase its reach within the LinkedIn ecosystem. Pro tip: commenting on LinkedIn is one of the fastest and easiest ways to get noticed by your prospects. Just make sure your comment is meaningful, not something lazy like "thanks for sharing." LinkedIn is heavily invested in its creator mode features, which give additional visibility to individuals who consistently publish quality material. This push supports creators, and your content has a better chance of being seen than on other platforms where organic reach is almost completely dead. Let me show you how to set this up. Section 4, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty. Repurposing blog content to gain traffic traction. Okay, so for those of you that have already written blog posts, evergreen blog posts, that you want to repurpose on LinkedIn, this is the part you've been waiting for. Now, this isn't a copy-paste job. Successful LinkedIn articles are tailored specifically for its professional audience and platform expectations. So we're going to do this in 6 steps. Step 1. Start by selecting evergreen blog posts that are highly relevant to your professional audience on LinkedIn. I did a video about evergreen content that you can check out from the link I put in the description. Step 2, your headline. It's the most important element for stopping the scroll on LinkedIn. Unlike blog headlines that primarily need to perform well in search results, LinkedIn headlines must capture attention in a busy feed and signal relevance to your professional audience. Always lead with a clear benefit in your headlines. Something like, how solopreneurs can triple their leads with evergreen content is much stronger than simply evergreen content guide. You also want to use numbers and keywords in your headline that will resonate specifically with people that are searching on LinkedIn. And don't be afraid to create some intrigue or urgency with headlines like, the one evergreen content mistake most solopreneurs make. LinkedIn's own publishing guidelines emphasize the importance of clear, compelling headlines that promise specific value to the reader. So take these tips in stride. Step 3, rewrite your introduction to hook LinkedIn readers immediately by addressing a specific professional pain point or aspiration they can relate to. I talked about writing hooks in my Essential Elements video, which I've also linked in the description. Step 4, your body copy. LinkedIn articles are often more effective when they're a bit shorter and more direct than a comprehensive blog or pillar post. So you want to condense your blog post for LinkedIn. Just focus on one core idea or respin 1 or 2 points from your original blog instead of trying to cover everything. The platform's users are often browsing during short breaks or commutes, making scannability even more important than on your blog. So keep your paragraphs short and use lists and visuals. You can use a slightly more direct, professionally conversational tone than you might use on your blog, and verbiage that will resonate with the prospects you want to attract. Step 5, writing your conclusion. Always end your LinkedIn articles with a thoughtful question to encourage comments and discussions. When appropriate, tag relevant people or companies that you've mentioned in your article, which can increase visibility if they engage with your content. And your final step, step 6, publish and engage. LinkedIn isn't just a publishing platform. So to maximize the impact of your content, you need to leverage the platform's unique social features that will boost visibility beyond what your blog post could do alone. After you publish your article on LinkedIn, make a regular LinkedIn post by sharing it with the article attached and include relevant hashtags in the post for wider reach.
All right, I've got an update for you, thanks to Leah Bliss. Go check her out on LinkedIn. Instead of adding the link to a comment, post first, then edit the post to add the link back. Here's why you should never put the link in the comments. LinkedIn penalizes you if you comment first. Also, as the number of comments increases on the post, the link gets buried, and if someone shares your post, those previous comments are gone.
After publishing, create a separate LinkedIn post that links to your article and add some personal commentary or a key takeaway to encourage clicks. Most importantly, respond to comments on your article promptly to keep the conversation going and signal to LinkedIn's algorithm that your content is generating meaningful engagement.
Another part of your engagement strategy is to try to get 10 comments within the first hour after you post. This signals to LinkedIn's algorithm that it's valuable networking content, not just marketing. Since LinkedIn is a networking platform, it rewards real engagement over marketing. To help get those first 10 critical comments for the algorithm, gather a group of 10 people who you all agree will mutually support each other's content and let them know when you're going to publish. This systematic approach will help you build engagement momentum.
Now, do you have to do this for every blog post that you've already published? No. Just pick a couple to start with that you think LinkedIn users could benefit from. Let's do a walkthrough. Okay, solopreneurs and content creators, if you are doing all the things, then this is the perfect time to join Stout Stock Society. It's their 9th anniversary, and they've got a wonderful membership deal and 9 additional bonuses. Their anniversary sale runs from June 10th to 18th, 2025. And it's your chance to snag beautiful and diverse stock photos and videos, ready-to-go Canva templates, and quarterly content calendars, all designed to make showing up online way easier. I've been using it for 9 years to keep my content fresh and on brand without spending hours designing. Take advantage of the sale through my affiliate link below to get 33% off your membership while it lasts. Okay, so let's post a LinkedIn article together. I have already rewritten it, condensed it, all the steps that I talked about earlier, and let's do it. So I'm going to go to my LinkedIn account, and I'm going to click on Write Article. All right, first thing here is an upload, and they give you the size that makes the most sense. So let me go ahead and I'm going to use a similar picture that I used for the blog. So that is my wonderful, actually that's in here, and biz. I had told you that I have had Styles, I've been using Style Stock Society since they were born 9 years ago. I'm a lifetime member. So let me figure out which picture it was. I don't know numbers. There we go. All right, that is it. I don't need to change anything. Just going to use the same picture. It's going to be consistent with my website there. Okay, let's go ahead, and I've got the blog post here. Let me move it into the frame. So this is my blog post that I have changed up. We're going to get to this later, but I actually have the post as well. So I'm going to just copy all of this and then paste it here. And then I'm going to add my pictures in a bit, but first, I don't know what all this is. Definitely got to take that out. Just probably some formatting stuff. This is my title. Okay. And then there's the beginning of my article. See how the spacing is a little crazy, like all this extra white space? Definitely an advocate of having white space on the page, but we do not need this much. So the first thing I'm going to do is just fix all of the spacing. Okay, now that I have completely fixed, well, I just see one there, completely fixed my white space so that there's not huge gaps. I'm just scrolling through. This is roughly 600 words, whereas the actual blog post is officially 6,600 words. So definitely a condensed version and something that is much easier to read. It won't take 30 minutes to read this or skim it even. So now I've added a picture here. I'm going to add a few more graphics that are similar to what I have on my website. So let's see what we got here. F pattern, Z pattern. I definitely have, let's see here. So these are the formatting functions. I'm going to click this and upload from the computer. Let's see if I can remember where I put it. All right, so that's my graphic. And a caption. We definitely don't want to go too far without having any graphics at all. So there's one there. So we've got the overarching graphic here for the introduction. Then when we talk about F and Z patterns, I've got a graphic about that. 5-word rule. So this is about CTAs. I believe I have a picture of CTAs. So let's add that. All right, now I have added a couple more graphics, found them. It takes a second to try to get organized. So Here I'm talking about people bouncing within 5 seconds. So I've added a graphic here. These are all graphics that are also in the blog. So I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. I just had to find the pictures. Here's the CTA button thing that I was looking for here. I could probably use at least one more picture. Trust signals that actually work. So we've got logos, SSL certificate. Oh yeah, I've got that. I have a picture of that. So let's go into SSL, or find it rather. Oh no, that is definitely, I don't even know what picture, where that picture came from. Hold up. Okay. Can I type? Apparently not. There we go. All right, I made it a little bit smaller, and I would like to move it to the side here, but I don't know if that's allowed. It looks like it's not allowed, like a blog. So, okay. Fair enough. All right, it's looking like just about done with this 600 word post. And so now it's time to publish it and then let people know I published it. So we're gonna go to, by the way, just going over the different icons, excuse me, heading, subheading. Let's make sure that these are tagged properly. All right, that is the title. All right, this is a subhead. All right, and it's highlighted in green there. All right, manage. You have all these different options as well. We will talk about how to create a LinkedIn newsletter when in another video. I have another video that I'll be, at the time that I'm posting this video, I don't have it, but it's coming up soon. So look for that. Okay, next. Why can't I go any further? It's weird. Draft saved. This is weird. How come I can't move on to the next stage? Oh, by the way, I included a couple of links here. All I had to do was highlight the words that I was interested in, which in that case was website copy checklist, and click this little paper clip and pop it in there. I'm not understanding. I'll be back once I figure out how I'm supposed to. I'll be back once I figure out how I'm supposed to do this here, because I don't see a way to move forward. It's stupid. Okay, I don't know what happened, y'all. I was using the Chrome browser. Everybody swears that's the best browser, but it wasn't working. So I just, because it was saved as a draft, I closed out that tab, went into my Firefox browser, and went right back into the draft, clicked on that blue next button that wasn't doing anything before, and an error message popped up saying, sorry, your article is still saving. It did not show up on the previous screen in the Chrome browser. Don't know why. And I am very peeved about the way error messages are written and how it works, because I'm a UX content designer. And so I will in the future be doing at least a couple of videos about error messages. But anyway, trying to finish this article, right? In addition to the checklist, I decided to add a graphic of it in order to link that. It doesn't show it here, but you would edit the image. Click on that paper clip again, pop it in, and add. All right, got a link to the actual blog here. I clicked on next, and now tell your network what your article is about, and this is where the post comes in. This is just by default. I didn't have to do any extra steps. This is me trying to publish it. Now, do I have to write a post? Probably not. I could probably just click this X and get out of here, but I want to. So I'm going to go back into the place where I have my introductory post and just copy that out and then paste it in here, but without this link, because LinkedIn and most other social media platforms do not like when you are sending people off of their site. So I had to put it in the comments, and I made sure to make a note of that. If you get my spacing together here, it's not quite right. I've got some emojis, and yes, here we go. And then this is automatically the picture that the main article right here. So looks good. A little bit too much white space there. I like to have a little extra after a list. Okay. All right. And publish. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm going to copy the link to this article. I'm going to view the post. So here's my link. It usually starts after the main linkedin.com. The next thing you see is Pulse. I don't know why, but that's the indication that it's a LinkedIn article and not just a regular LinkedIn post. Okay, so I clicked on next, and now tell your network what your article is about, and this is where the post comes in. This is just by default. I didn't have to do any extra steps. This is me trying to publish it. Now, do I have to write a post? Probably not. I could probably just click this X and get out of here, but I want to. So I'm going to go back into the place where I have my introductory post and just copy that out and then paste it in here, but without this link, because LinkedIn and most other social media platforms do not like when you are sending people off of their site. So I had to put it in the comments, and I made sure to make a note of that. If you get my spacing together here, it's not quite right. I've got some emojis, and yes, here we go. And then this is automatically the picture that the main article right here. So looks good. A little bit too much white space there. I like to have a little extra after a list. Okay. All right, so when you go back to your profile and you scroll down to activity, you can see the post that you just said, that you just wrote talking about the article. And then if you go a little bit further, actually, yeah, if you click, so it's because it defaults to post. And then if you click articles, then it shows you your latest 2 posts, and it's pretty cool. So that's how you take a blog post and condense it into a LinkedIn article. By now, at the end of this video, I hope that you have learned and understand why LinkedIn should be a part of your content strategy. Your blog should absolutely remain your home base, but you want to also leverage publishing on LinkedIn because it offers unique advantages, especially when you're building authority in your niche as a solopreneur. The combination of LinkedIn's massive domain authority, algorithm preferences for individual creators, and built-in professional audience gives you a powerful platform to be discovered while your website and blog posts begin to gain traction. Start by selecting your most valuable evergreen blog content, adapt it specifically for LinkedIn's format with shorter paragraphs and engaging formatting, create headlines that stop the scroll, and actively engage with your audience after publishing. Leave me a comment below with any LinkedIn or content questions that you have. And if you decide to publish an article as a result of watching this video, tag me in the comments. My LinkedIn profile is in the description, along with the links to the other videos that I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time.